Hi, and welcome to Creator Fundamentals. My name is Dan Currier, and I am here to help you simplify YouTube so you and I can grow together. Welcome to our regularly scheduled live stream. We do this every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. If you're new to the live stream, consider clicking the subscribe button and the bell notification icon so you're alerted to future streams and other content that can help you simplify YouTube. Welcome, everybody, to the live stream. Good to be back tonight. We missed last Wednesday. Don't remember. Oh, I think we had something going on with the family that we couldn't do a live stream last Wednesday, but we are back this week. Actually just did the live stream over on the TubeBuddy channel. Took a little break, had a little dinner, and then was able to get back on the stream here for Creator Fundamentals. I'm just checking the quality real quick, see how that looks, see if everything looks good. Let me know in the chat if everything is looking good on your end. Hey, you didn't know? Average Joe PT Brooks, or Brooke Loves Gotcha, Mitch Bricks, Master 980, Laura Spears, Xander Studio, Aesthetic Teddy, J-Boy Vlogs. Good to see everybody out there. Benny Camarana Jr., great to see everybody tonight on Wednesday. We're halfway through the week. Hopefully YouTube is going well for you this week. I personally it's been an interesting start to the year with all of the COPPA stuff that came out. I've been on the downside of that major spike here for a little while. Plus, I've been hard at work, as you can see in the upper right-hand corner of the screen, People of Video. I am hosting a conference for content creators called People of Video in Albany, New York. We're doing that May 2nd and 3rd, 2020, bringing a bunch of YouTube experts here to Albany to share their knowledge with everybody, bringing everybody to the East Coast so they can get an idea of what that experience is like, to be able to get in a room with like-minded creators and learn from people who have absolutely crushed it on YouTube. We're excited to have a lot of experts speaking at the event, including Nick Nimmin, Brian G. Johnson, Tim Schmoyer, Roberto Blake, Cody Wanner will be there as well. So many great speakers and attendees. It's going to be quite the event. We're super excited to be able to get everybody together in person. So if you've ever thought about going to a conference and maybe the West Coast was just out of your reach in terms of cost or travel, consider coming and hanging out with us at People of Video. You can go to peopleofvideo.com to find out more information on the conference. It's going to be a great time. As is normal, but if you're new to the live stream, if you have any questions related to YouTube or your channel, go ahead and tag at Creator Fundamentals in the chat, and I will do my best to find all of those and answer those questions for you. So, you didn't know it? Can't wait for Albany. Yeah, it's going to be an awesome time for sure. Red Dread Redemption, hey there to you too. Good to see you. I see some new faces out there in the chat. So if you are new and you're looking to simplify YouTube, to learn how to grow here on the platform, definitely consider clicking that subscribe button and the bell notification icon so you get alerts for these live streams as well as other videos that can help you simplify YouTube. We got Lego user 69 out there. Deborah Day, it seems that my subscriber account absolutely never matches the analytics. It's always 10 or 20 behind, and there's nothing I can do. It is super discouraging. What two subscriber counts are you comparing? There are, depending on where you're looking, they are presented a different way. One of them obviously is abbreviated. Let's see. You are doing a great job. I need 4 more subscribers to monetize. I guess that's, congrats on being near monetization there. 5-minute fix it. Muttnut Reviews. Hello and welcome to the live stream. Paul's Testing Rants, hello to you too. First time on a live stream, says Laura Spears. Welcome to the live stream. Great to have you here. As I mentioned, we do this every week. Well, we try our best to do this every week, but sometimes life gets in the way, but we try to get here once a week to answer your questions about YouTube, your channel, anything related to trying to build an audience here on the platform. So let's see. I'm a little curious. It doesn't quite seem like notifications went out the way they normally would, but if you have others that may want to come hang out with us tonight, definitely share this live stream now with your fellow YouTubers and YouTube communities. We'd love to have more people here tonight. Are you able to add subtitles even though I don't talk during the videos? What would you put in your subtitles, I guess would be the question. In theory, you could manually add subtitles to your videos, but yeah, I mean, I would imagine you could just manually type in whatever you wanted to type in. What is the easiest PC software that has transitions? VSDS is sort of hard. I don't know what VSDS is. A really good video editor that's fairly easy to use is Filmora. I think it costs like $60 or something for a license, and that's a pretty intuitive software that has some decent features in it. So if you haven't looked at Filmora, definitely take a look for an easy to use editor. Is there a difference between kid-friendly and family-friendly? It's not so much kid-friendly, and yeah, I mean, I guess it would depend on the context of that question. There's general audience content, and then there's content that is directed towards kids. But in terms of what's considered family or kid-friendly, it kind of depends on what you're asking or why you're asking it. All right. Does anyone have good strategies for using promote to pay for your videos to be advertised? I don't really recommend paying to have your videos advertised unless you're selling a product. If you're trying to grow by using a third party to advertise your videos, I wouldn't do that. How do you add the hashtags above your YouTube titles, and do you find that they are beneficial? So the thing about those hashtags, it's kind of a double-edged sword. The way that they appear is that YouTube will automatically take the first 3 hashtags out of your description and display them above the title on your videos. Now, the challenge with that is if you're using very generic hashtags, you're potentially going to lead people away from your content. If I just did YouTube as a hashtag and somebody clicked on that hashtag from my video, odds are they're going to get a big old list of videos that don't include me because it's such a generic hashtag that everybody's using. Whereas for me, I use the hashtag Creator Fundamentals in my chat because I know I'm the only one that uses it. So if somebody clicks on that hashtag, they're going to get a list of Creator Fundamentals videos. Paul's testing rants. For my channel, I don't post my face on video or thumbnails. I am told that no face on a thumbnail puts people off. What do you think? It's not so much that a lack of a face puts people off. They've just proven that thumbnails with faces on them that are making eye contact with the audience tend to perform better. But you can definitely make a thumbnail without a face on it. Shadow, from TubeBuddy to your own channel. Wow, you were on the grind. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, I did the TubeBuddy live stream from 6 to 7 this evening. Took a little break, had a little dinner, and then we're right back here at 8 o'clock Eastern time for our regularly scheduled live stream here in Creator Fundamentals. So I appreciate that. Dan Soderholm, welcome to the live stream. Taste with Trisha, welcome as well. See, Jenda, I'm on Android and I cannot spend a lot of time looking. Find the add end screen thingy. Everything is always disappearing. Adding end screens on mobile, on Android. I wonder I honestly don't know that I've ever added an end screen on Android. Let me see. And where's the other end of this? Does this say? Well, at some point I'll have to look into that. Unfortunately, the Android phone I have here is not charged, so I can't even open that. Wow, you're like the Energizer Bunny. I wish. Is there a proven number of minutes that a video should be? As in, if it is this length, users switch off. No, there's no length that people are on, stay on or off. It's all about how long you keep them watching. You can have, a 10-minute video. If you keep people watching 9 minutes, that's going to perform better than, a 30-minute video that people are watching for 3 minutes. So it really has to do with your ability to keep people engaged in the video, not so much how long the video itself is. Mutt Nuts Reviews, will Mansion make her appearance again? No, my wife is home now, and Mansion's out there chilling in her bed, so she's probably not going to make an appearance in this live stream. What's going on? Self-Publishing with Dale. Great to see you. For those of you who do not know, People of Video is the conference that I'm hosting in Albany, New York, coming up May 2nd and 3rd. Dale, Self-Publishing with Dale in the chat right now, is one of the speakers, and he's also the MC. So he's going to bring his high energy to the event, keep everybody on pace and moving along, and keeping the speakers in check and make sure everybody knows what's coming up and what's going on. So we look forward to having the People of Video with Dale as MC. Oh, there's something that I do want to try since everybody is here. See if I can pull this off. I think did somebody say, hey, Paul. I see somebody said hi to Paul Peck Drywall, so I'm assuming you're in there. I didn't actually see you pop by, but hello to you. I'm going to try to share with you the promo video that Brian White of Zeus Media did for the People of Video. And here, check this out. So there it is, the promotional video for People of Video. So excited at how nice that video turned out. I think Brian did an awesome job on that promo video. So kudos to him. And yeah, man, I'd love to meet you guys in person. If you've never been to New York or you live in the East Coast and you want to come up here to Albany, New York in May, love to meet you. Love to have you here. You can get tickets at peopleofvideo.com. And it's just going to be a really good time. It's going to be a very intimate group. There's only 150 seats available. So once those seats fill up, nobody else is going to be able to get into the event. And that means you're going to be able to have meaningful conversations with all the attendees and the speakers and be able to interact with everybody. And yeah, man, I can't wait. But at the same time, I have so much planning to do. Coordinating a conference is a completely whole new beast. something that I personally have never experienced before, but things are going really well. We got all of the speakers and the topics locked in, and we should have the schedule out real soon, just trying to fit the abundance of speakers into a 2-day event. So it is going to be a good time. Video Zeus is in the chat. You'll see him there with the blue wrench next to his name, as well as Construction Cronies. Good to see you. Video Zeus is the one who made that video, did a hell of a job. So great job there, Brian. Appreciate it. I'll tell you a funny story, though. I was in one of the things that we are doing is a LinkedIn panel with, it's going to be hosted by Rob, and it's going to have a number of LinkedIn people in it. And Denise Allison Mercer happens to be one of the people on the panel. And in that chat, she mentioned that she wants to go by Denise Allison instead of her newly acquired married name. Which is funny because I specifically reached out to Brian and I was like, hey, you need to change Denise Allison to Denise Allison Mercer in the video because she got married. But apparently her preference is to not use the married name on for her stage presence. So, oops, what are you going to do? But we'll be sure to change that on the website. Featured films, is it worth paying YouTube to advertise your video as a recommended video? I would not pay for advertising on your YouTube channel to grow your channel. If you have a product and you're trying to sell that product and you make a video for the purpose of selling the product, you can certainly experiment with advertising to push more leads to that video. Like I have a video, the video that I just showed you is actually on the People of Video website, and I did put some money behind it to share it out, but that's because we need to sell tickets to the event. If you're trying to simply grow your channel, I would not do it via advertising. Yes, Vanessa Lau is going to be speaking at People of Video. She's a brand new addition, so that is going to be great. If you don't know Vanessa, definitely go check her out on her channel of the same name. But yeah, she's absolutely crushing it. She quit the corporate job, went out and created her own business, and is doing quite well. She's growing like crazy on YouTube, and we're excited to have her at the event so she can share all of her knowledge on Instagram and YouTube and what it's like to, go after it and do your own thing and build a six-figure business. All right, let's see what we got. And we're scrolling. All right, what are your thoughts on Dizzy Vizzy, an app where you can share your YouTube videos on a map? In theory, would be perfect for travel channels and world event channels. Yeah, I mean, if it has traction and people are using that app for the purpose of going to specific areas and seeing videos related to those areas, I could certainly see how travel channels could benefit from that. You think of an app like Waze that's doing similar things. It's a traffic app, but you can like promote your business. So if somebody happens to be driving past your area, you can have a little pop-up. Starting to lose my voice here on the second live stream of the evening, but what are you going to do? I have been, fingers crossed, knock on wood, the plague has been rolling through my house and seems like everywhere these days, and I have done pretty well to not have any major cold symptoms for the most part. So hoping to stay germ free, but oh my goodness, it's everywhere. Hopefully I can avoid it, but we shall see. Only Bot, hello to you. Good to see you. Welcome to the live stream. Good to have you. Senko, hello as well. Kathy Williams, hello and welcome to the live stream. If you guys are new to the live stream, definitely seeing a lot of new faces here tonight. Let me know if this is your first live stream here on Creator Fundamentals, and if it is, consider clicking the subscribe button and the bell notification icon so you're alerted to the future live streams. We do our best to do them every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, and Clicking that bell will make sure you get the notifications every time we go live, as well as the other videos that we put out to help you simplify YouTube. This Life Outdoors has entered the chat. For those of you who don't know, This Life Outdoors is my brother Rich. He jumped onto YouTube here about, how long has it been? Has it been 6 months yet? About 6 months ago. And I think he's around 7,500 subscribers, and his channel is blowing up. So congrats to him. And if you like outdoor content or building pallet wood projects, he has a series on pallet wood cabin that they built at land here in New York. And that video has just been going absolutely crazy. So if you're into that sort of stuff, definitely check him out. Paul's Testing Rants, what do you think of the hyper-enthusiastic YouTube voice and gestures a lot of vloggers have? I struggle with trying to do that myself. So here's the deal. One of the things that you'll notice is that what you think is like your normal everyday tone tends to come across really flat. And if you're not putting in that extra energy, it sometimes comes across as kind of, dreary and low energy. But yeah, I mean, it depends. There's obviously a fine line. I'll usually try to come in and I was a little low key today, but a lot of times it's hi and welcome to Creator Fundamentals and blah, blah, blah. And, you try to put out that extra energy because it kind of loses something in the translation, and you want it to come across, high energy. A lot of times, depending on the content creator in question or the audience, it's, they appreciate the high energy because it kind of motivates them to do whatever it is that they're doing. But yeah, I mean, some of it gets a little bit crazy. I know there's some of the channels that kind of focus on kids content and stuff where it's so bubbly, you just want to like poke yourself in the eyes and yeah, that kind of stuff. So I appreciate that. But Mac Eats, welcome to the live stream. Thank you for joining us this evening. We also have Saypro Vlogs. Hello to you as well. Tia Turnbull out there. And I know I answered one of your questions, Zugamugo, but I don't know that I officially said hello. So welcome to the live stream as well. Star Stunt Studios, I see out there. We got Kathy Williams. Who else? Let's see. Little Crafty Nook. Starting to get the number up in the live stream. Hey, if you guys enjoy this live stream, other creators who also might enjoy this and you're part of creator communities, definitely click that share button and let everybody know that we're hanging out here on the live stream. Love to get as many people in here as possible. And if you're joining the live stream, if you're new to the live stream, remember that if you have any questions relating to YouTube, you can type in @Creator Fundamentals and ask your question. I will do my best to answer everybody's questions to the best of my ability. Sarah Dawn, I think it's a sustainability thing. It's hard to put out that much energy for every video. Definitely. I mean, for me, videos are a little bit easier, but live streams, one of the things that I used to do is I would come in, and for those of you who don't know, I do YouTube as a side thing. I have a full-time career outside of YouTube, so I will go to work all day, come home, do whatever I got to do, and for the longest time, I was starting my live streams at 9 o'clock at night, and then I was doing them till midnight, and that is really hard to maintain energy-wise, and it was something that I discovered that even if I tried to, do the hustle thing and push through and do the live stream anyway, I just looked like a zombie on camera, and it didn't make any sense to try to do that. So one of the things that I did is and the reason that I actually do the live stream at 8 o'clock now was to adjust my schedule specifically for that purpose of trying to be able to conjure up some energy to be able to get on camera for an hour. And I also set it to an hour because I knew that there's just after a certain point, you just kind of, you just start to fade and there's nothing you can do about it. So little tweaks, those kind of things to be able to keep the energy up as much as possible. I'm normally kind of a high energy guy, but, people might even think that's not an attractive feature, but everybody has, everybody gets worn down sometimes, and especially doing this kind of stuff at night, you really need to be conscious of that and be able to kind of keep that energy going, because nobody wants somebody who's just on camera and he's like, yeah, what are you guys doing? Yeah, I had a long day. I mean, really, you don't log into the live stream to take in a bunch of that. So we do the best we can here, but yeah, you definitely want to think about that. And I like to say, be kind to yourself and try to come up with a schedule that actually promotes putting the best you on camera. And, sometimes that means, hey, I'm not feeling it today, I'm not going to make a video, and come back strong the next day. Just Frugal Me, hello to you. Welcome to the live stream. I think I saw a question, or let's see, what did I see? Is it normal for YouTube channel to have over 13,000 videos on it? Keep in mind the world record is, I do believe, 2 million videos on one single channel. Yeah, I don't know that there's such thing as a normal in terms of how many videos are on any given channel. Oh, let's see where we got here. Deal of Flow, welcome to the live stream. I saw you on Brian G. Johnson's video. Yeah, absolutely. He put out, was that his last video? Had the opportunity to spend some time with Brian G. in Los Angeles at Vid Summit in October. And in his recent video, he included some footage from Venice Beach. When you go to Venice Beach in LA, it's they have like a big like cement skating park that a lot of people kind of just hang around, and we were up there. It's a cool place to be as the sun sets. A lot of people kind of gather and watch, and we were taking in the sights in Venice, kind of wandering around, and we stopped there for a little while, and Brian G took some B-roll that made it into his last video. And Brian G. Johnson's one of the speakers who's going to be coming to Albany to speak at the People of Video. Excited to have him. Melda and Amra family, welcome to the live stream. Good to have you here. Hello to you too. Let's see. Again, if you just entered the live stream, if you have any questions, just tag at Creator Fundamentals, and I will do my best to answer those. Also, for anybody who came into the live stream late, because I think Brian did such a good job, I want to show you this once again. Let's see if we can do this here. If you haven't seen the People of Video promo video, I just kind of shared it around today, but check this out because I think he did a really good job. I think it helps give an idea of all the talent that we're bringing to the People of Video in Albany, New York. So I'll let you decide for yourself. Check out this video. Every time I see that video, it gets me pumped for the event, and I'm the one hosting it. So I hope it gets you guys excited to attend. Again, peopleofvideo.com to grab tickets and more information. So excited to be bringing all these amazing people to Albany. It started with an idea. It was born out of the content and the relationships that I formed by just making videos on YouTube. And it's opened up so much more. And here we are hosting a conference with some of the best strategists and experts regarding YouTube growth. And I'm happy to be a part of it and be able to host it and set it up here on the East Coast for all of us who are creators and want to be able to interact with other creators without going all the way over to California. So call me selfish. Yeah, only 150 tickets. The venue that we're using is a nice, cozy venue. I wanted it to be kind of just an intimate atmosphere. It's not going to be like stadium seating. It's going to be a much more social arrangement, and I wanted people to be able to interact with each other and listen to the speakers and have it feel more like a family reunion than a corporate conference. And I think we're going to be able to achieve that, and the 150 people give us kind of the max that we can fit to do that. We can fit more than that if there's like a huge demand, but right now I don't see going above the 150 mark. And ticket sales have been picking up. January was by far the strongest month selling tickets, so I don't know how long they're going to last. Melda and Amra family, what do you think about promoting channels live is better than another idea? Do we live stream for our community of... What do you think about promoting channels live is better than another idea? I'm not quite sure what you're asking. If you're asking about mentioning your followers' channels on your live stream, I have mixed feelings about that. I think it's great to support your community, but I've also seen live streams where they create this kind of toxic environment where they're accepting like super chat and things to shout out people's videos and channels. So I definitely wouldn't recommend that, because I think that's a very shady way of doing things, because you're basically paying for fake attention, which is never a good idea. If there's a relevant reason that you're shouting out your audience members, you can certainly do it. I mean, there's no major harm in it, but I don't know that you're really doing a lot to help them. In most cases, it's the the channels with the good content that are going to grow and be successful, and it's certainly not going to be a shout out that changes anything for an individual creator. Prism Live Studio in the chat. Great to see you. Love Prism Live Studio. If you guys haven't seen, I did a video that walks you through step-by-step how to use Prism Live Studio to go live on your mobile device. And the great thing about it is you can even use it to go live, even if you don't have 1,000 subscribers yet. That's one of the limitations that YouTube has implemented on the mobile app. But yeah, love Prism Live Studios. It's great to see you guys in the chat. We're hanging out here at our normally scheduled time, which is 8 p.m. Eastern every Wednesday night. So, Scully's House of Thrillers, good to see you as well. Lego Builder out there. Dirty Shoes Adventures, good to see you. Tech for You, Tech That Matters. Welcome to the live stream, or welcome back to the live stream. Let's see. I see another message up here. Manveer Singh. I am an artist from India, and I want to start painting art channel. Is starting art channel good to start now? Can you give me guidance? Any type of channel is good to start now. I would just say make sure you have decent lighting, set up your camera, and start recording. Don't get too caught up in your initial quality. Get into the habit of uploading videos, and then you can start to hone in on quality content. I think that too many people get caught up in fancy equipment or trying to look like somebody who's been doing this for years, and that can often stop them from, ever starting, because they're constantly trying to get perfect, and there's no way you're going to come out of the gate perfect. You're better off just getting those videos uploaded the way they are, and run with it, and you'll learn as you go. Melda, yeah, I mean, all I would say on that is I wouldn't create live streams that are strictly for the purpose of shout-outs, because I just think that sets a bad environment. Just because it's artificial in the sense that you're not really helping. Everybody's just showing up because you're giving away something for free that they perceive as valuable. It's one thing if you call them out occasionally, but I mean, like I said, it's not going to, I mean, you might be able to get a lot of people on your live stream because people like to hear the name of their channel on a live stream, but ultimately I don't know that it's serving a purpose other than, getting them to come so you can say their name. Pete Rondo, looking forward to People of Video. Absolutely looking forward to seeing you there. And yeah, I'm absolutely looking forward to People of Video. Can't wait to get that conference on the books and here in real life, because we've been doing a lot of planning and figuring everything out and getting everything organized. We've got some great companies that we're talking to in terms of sponsorship for the event, and we're excited to be able to share all of them with you as soon as all that gets ironed out. So yeah, it's going to be fantastic. Yeah, lighting, Sarah Dawn, lighting is hard, though. It seems to be more of an art than a concrete science. Yeah, I mean, there are some approaches that can help you, but yeah, it can certainly be a challenge. And depending on the actual camera that you're using, it could be harder or easier. But yeah, I mean, so even when I do these live streams, like every time every time I lose power, the Logitech C920 that I use to do my videos gets, it resets all the settings. And then even though my lighting stays consistent, trying to get the camera to look good again in the lighting that I have is like a complete challenge. And for some reason, Logitech can't figure out how to save settings on their cameras when the computer turns off, which I find really weird. But yeah, it can definitely be a struggle to get things looking the way, like I'm not even thrilled with the way everything looks on camera right now, but sometimes you just got to roll with it. Is it Viper beatboxing? Do you like chicken nuggets? Who doesn't like chicken nuggets? Chicken nuggets are wonderful. I don't actually eat chicken nuggets too much these days because I'm doing kind of a keto diet, but definitely love me some chicken nuggets. They got to be McDonald's chicken nuggets. Prism Live Studio maybe not the stream to ask, but I'll ask anyway. Does the app allow screen share streaming? Really want to stream my drawing app. Is that a mobile drawing app that you're using, Beanie? Because one of the things you could do, and one of the things that I know Prism does allow, is you can share videos. So you might even be able to do a drawing ahead of time, record it as a video, and then share the video and talk over it. I don't know that I don't recall a live grab from another app. I don't know how Android works on that. I don't think you'd be able to do it on iOS. I see a Creator Crew member in the chat. Hello, Mary. Great to have you in the live stream tonight. As you can see, she has that custom creator crew icon next to her name. For those of you who don't know, we have memberships here on Creator Fundamentals. If you appreciate the content that we do and you want to get additional perks and access, then take a look at that join button below the live stream. There's several different options there, and it all goes to helping us make better content and reaching more people here on YouTube. So thank you so much to Mary for being a member of the creator crew and supporting the channel through memberships. All right, let's see where we at here. Weston Kenyan music, McDonald's nuggets are the ew. Oh man, I'm gonna have to disagree with you there. I'm not gonna claim that they're healthy, but they definitely taste good. All right. Again, if you have any questions relating to YouTube, tag at YouTube, and I will do, or not at YouTube. That doesn't make any sense. I don't think YouTube is in here. At Creator Fundamentals, and I will do my best to answer those for you. If you live in New York, have you been out west? Finger Lakes, I mean, I don't know. I'm sure I've been somewhere in that region. I don't know that I've specifically been to the Finger Lakes. But, hey, Legion of Power, welcome to the live stream. Who would you recommend for website hosting for a website beginner? Would it be better to have one website? Raven Videos. Have one website with all channels centralized to one site or multiple .coms. So I would probably do multiple .coms unless all of your channels were closely related to each other. I actually use namecheap.com to set up all my domain names and host my websites. Their packages are pretty cheap, and you can get them for multiple websites. So you can have one hosting plan and all the websites set up on it. But Namecheap is definitely somebody that I've been happy with. Little Crafty Nook, have a good night. Good to see you. Thanks for spending time here in the live stream. Beanie says Squarespace and Wix are decent hosts. I've never actually used those two. But I do know like something like, I think both of those have like an interface to help you build websites. I like chicken nuggets, but I cannot eat most chicken nuggets. Grumbles about food allergies. Yeah, that can be a bummer. Checking for tags. I think I got everybody. See that 9 o'clock hour is starting to kick in. I can feel the yawns coming. All right, good thing about Squarespace and Wix are they both have sponsorship options as well. Double win. What is that? What do you mean by sponsorship? The video contest for tickets is still running. You didn't know. We gave away, I think in the last 2 live streams ago, I gave away a ticket in the live stream, so I'm not sure which one you're talking about. But yeah, there is a contest out there if you want to submit a video explaining what you would hope to learn at People of Video and why you think it would be helpful to you. I'm trying to think of where I put that link. I think it's in think it's in the Facebook group. Hang on, let me take a peek, see if I can find that for you. I know we did it in the live stream, but I do not recall. If any of the moderators in the chat know where to find that link and you want to drop it in the chat, that would be fantastic. Let's see here. I don't remember if I shared it in. For those of you who aren't familiar, I do have a YouTube group called YouTube Simplified. So if you are not a member of the group while I'm looking for this, you feel free to join that Facebook group. Great place to interact with other creators. We're all trying to do the thing. Let's see here. Did I... Let's see. All right, we'll do this another way. We're looking. We're going to find it. Unless somebody else already found it and they put it in the chat. Let's see. All right, there it is, right? Yeah, I'll have to find that. I don't know. Let's see if anybody else was successful in finding it. Okay, let's see. Do you have a suggestion for an easy way to remove a background from a video? Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say that there's an easy way to do it. Do you mean, I mean, ideally, if you're trying to adjust the background, you would, you'd want to film it, in front of a green screen or something like that. I know there's certain webcams that have technology that'll swap out your background live. I don't know if it's the Brio or one of the Logitech ones do that. I thought I saw your question earlier, and I thought you said photo before. So maybe you want to know how to remove the background from a photo. Trying to scroll and see. I got sidetracked before I came back and answered your question the first time. So, yeah. So you said removing backgrounds from images. So there are apps and stuff that claim to do a wonderful job on that. I tend to experience that a lot of them aren't that good, because typically what those apps try to do is they try to judge, use like contrast or something to determine what's in the foreground and what's in the background, and then they drop it. But if you're dealing with an image that, has highs and lows or lights and darks in the background and in the foreground, it becomes difficult for it to understand what the edges are, and ultimately you end up with a crappy outcome. I personally use GIMP, which is a free software. It's kind of like Photoshop, and it has a free selection tool. So what I do is I zoom in really, really close, and then I literally click around the edge of the item that I want to keep. that allows me to copy a selection. Yes, it takes some time, but it turns out a much better end result, because nothing looks worse than somebody who tried to do the cutout and it's just all jagged or there's space missing. You know, in that case, it's almost better to not remove the background and do something else. But I've definitely believed that the particular approach that I've been using is a little time consuming. It's not really hard. You got to be patient at it, but it can just produce a better, I think, a better output. And that's GIMP. And I actually have a tutorial on my channel. I think if you just go to the search bar on Creator Fundamentals and search for GIMP, you'll find that tutorial, and I walk through exactly how I do it. And the video might be a year or two old, but it's still the way that I do my thumbnails. Yeah, green. I mean, if you do green screen for videos, Beanie Draw says low quality green screen effects look a bit gimmicky on video. You really need to nail your lighting and setup to make a green screen look good. It's so much easier to make just awful looking videos with a green screen if you're not doing it right. And if you're not in a situation where you have your studio set up all the time and the green screen set up all the time and your lighting is just perfect, so you can just turn on your cameras and go, it's really, in my opinion, it's not even worth it. Okay. Good to know I'm on the right track, and I'll definitely check out the tutorial, as I do use GIMP. Yeah, I love GIMP. I have the entire suite of Adobe because I use Premiere Pro, so I have Photoshop and all the other apps. And even with having Photoshop, I still use GIMP because that's what I'm most comfortable in. So I've just kind of grown used to it. Dirty Shoes Adventure says lighting is key thing. Absolutely. Lighting is definitely critical. Have a good night, Zugamugo. And we're closing in on the 9 o'clock hour. So if you do have any questions, definitely get them in. Tag at Creator Fundamentals in the chat. And while we wait for that, let's see. We'll do it one more time with feeling because I just am really enjoying the way this came out. So if you relate to the chat, you haven't seen it, upper right-hand corner, you'll see People of Video. That is the conference that I am hosting, bringing YouTube experts to Albany, New York, so those of us on the East Coast can learn in person and get in a room with like-minded creators. Very limited seating. I'd love to see you all there. And here's a little video to show you exactly what People of Video is all about. I love it more and more each time I see it. Definitely love to have you guys there at People of Video. Benny Draw asks, I can't remember, but does adding new lines into a video description re-index the video, thus potentially re-rank or unrank a video? You know, it has been my experience. I mean, not that I've ever had like a, millions of views video, but I have never edited a video and had it drop out of whatever traffic pattern it was in. Unless you're changing the title or you're doing something really egregious, I have not experienced that situation where an edit hurts your video. Now, that's not to say that it doesn't happen in certain circumstances, but unless you're fundamentally changing the content, I personally wouldn't worry about editing a video. That said, if a video is performing strong and, it may not be worth it to mess with it if you're concerned about it, but... Dirty Shoes Adventures, music, bed, or epidemic for music. Currently using epidemic, but curious about what you think. So I actually use Soundstripe now. I have used epidemic sound in the past, but I'm not familiar with music bed, so I can't really tell you what that or have any opinion on that. But epidemic sound was fine when I was using it. Soundstripe is a great great option as well. So depending on what you're looking for, I think there's a few different options out there. All right, let's see. Does promoting videos on social sites with the hopes of driving traffic to your channel actually work? I hear it brings curiosity visits but low retention. What do you think? I think statistically, looking at my analytics, it doesn't do, from my own personal experience, I don't see a ton of traffic from those things, but I do think that part of growing on YouTube is building your brand, and letting people know on your other social media platforms that you have a YouTube presence is not necessarily a bad thing. And even though they see the video and don't necessarily click and view it, they are kind of getting a sense of the type of content that you're making. So, I don't think it has a super huge impact on growth, but I definitely wouldn't discourage you from sharing your content across social media. It is just about the 9 o'clock hour. I want to thank everybody for coming to hang out with us here Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern on the Creator Fundamentals live stream, where we try to answer your questions related to YouTube. We do this every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. Love to see you again on next Wednesday. And if you want to make sure that you're alerted when that live stream rolls around, consider clicking that subscribe button and the bell notification icon so you don't miss a thing. It has been great hanging out with you guys as always. I think what was the last video? Just put out a video on what I called strategy paralysis, of trying to get in the groove of making videos when you haven't made videos in a while, and second guessing yourself in the idea of whether your video topic is something that you should move forward on. So if you haven't checked out that video, I'd appreciate it if you take a look at that, because it kind of shares some of my thoughts and what I was experiencing over the past week. And I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments on that one. But thank you so much for coming and hanging out. I'll see you guys in the next live stream. Take care and good night.